Hello you guys, welcome. I'm Emma. Today I am going to give you my update on how we have been liking the S.H.E cleaning system box. I created this video sometime within the last year. It is my most popular video and a lot of you have really enjoyed it, and I've been asked multiple times of how it's going, what my update is, and so it's been on my list, and today I'm finally sitting down to answer that question. And so, if you haven't already, I will link this video where I showed you how I set up this index card cleaning system where every task that you need to accomplish and do in your home throughout the whole year is put into a really detail-oriented but simple system for you to accomplish and manage things throughout the month, throughout the seasons, just throughout your year. And so in that video, I walk you through how to set that up. So if you're interested in that, make sure to go and check out that video and then maybe pop over to this video to hear my update. So I started this system because I really wanted something to keep me more accountable to what I needed to do and eliminate some of the fatigue and mental strain of trying to hold everything in my head. And so to have a really clear system that just tells me every day what I need to do to have things in order in our home. I used this pretty consistently for probably a month, and some of the things that I really liked about it. One, I really liked the feeling of having done what I needed to do and knowing that there was still more to do, but I knew that it had a place in my schedule within my week or month, depending on what the tasks were. And I didn't have to just hold them in my head. I could just know that when I get to that day, I will do those things at that time, and I didn't have to worry about it right now. And that is something that I really liked about the system. The other thing that I liked was that I was more on top of things than I had been. I was more consistent with some of the chores around the house, and that was really good for our family. Now, I have not consistently continued using it, and here is why. And I'm not saying that this system won't work for others, but here's what I found when I was using it. I felt like the box was telling me what I already knew that I needed to do. So for example, a lot of my daily tasks I had in there was empty the dishwasher, like clean up the kitchen at the end of the night, sweep the floor, pick up the toys, do just the basic things that I know I need to do. And maybe that was my error in how I set up the box, but I would argue I'm the type of person and I have the personality that I know what I need to do. I have a pretty good handle on what it means to clean a room, even to deep clean a room. Like I know what that looks like. I know what that feels like. So my problem isn't knowing how to do those things. My difficulty and my challenge is actually doing them when I need to, or just actually doing them. It's kind of like vitamins for me. Like I know I should take my vitamins and I understand that they're good for me. I know which ones to take even. So that's not the obstacle. The obstacle for me sometimes is literally just swallowing the pills. And I know it seems so small, but for whatever reason, I really don't like taking vitamins. And there's some tasks around the house that are kind of like vitamins. You know you need to do it. You know exactly what you need to do. And you don't even need a plan anymore of how you're going to do it. You just have to do it. You just have to bite the bullet and do the thing. And so I think that's the stage that I'm in with my homemaking and things is I just have to do it. I just have to do the thing that I know I have to do and stop thinking so much about it. And when I just do it, it's done, it's over, and it's not really that big of a deal. I think that's based on my personality. So whether or not that resonates with you is going to be based on your personality. So I think ultimately what I've realized was that this box system, while super practical, super helpful, came from a place for the women who like created this system, the Sidetracked Home Executive system, which is what S.H.E stands for. They were creating it for people who didn't really know where to start when it came to keeping a home. And I would say, based on just who I am as a person, what I enjoy doing, I really love cleaning and organizing. Like, it's very pleasurable for me to do those things. I get a lot of joy from cleaning something or organizing a space. And so this box almost felt like restrictive to me, where I was being like pigeonholed into doing these certain tasks, and then I didn't feel like I had the freedom to do other things. And my personality works a lot better where, like, if I have a free day in the week or a free Saturday, I enjoy like spending hours cleaning and putzing and editing and making things look beautiful and doing like the deep cleaning and just really like going where those moments of spurt on inspiration and like little spurts of energy come from. And I thrive on those, and I think our home functions pretty well like that. And then there's other times like I don't want to clean the bathroom and I just make myself have to do it. Or there's weeks where it probably goes too long and I should have cleaned it sooner and I just didn't, until like we have company coming over or something within our schedule makes me really feel like I have to do that task. I hope that makes sense. That has been my experience using the system. Now, I could see that this would come back into play and be really helpful when my children are a little bit older and they are helping with tasks and I can delegate to them. And so having like a really clear system for the family to know what to do, I think could be really helpful. But for me as an individual homemaker, I found that, I've said it already multiple times, but I feel like I know what I need to do in my home to make it beautiful, to make it clean, to make it tidy. And my challenge now is just doing it. And I don't need an index card telling me every little step that I need. I just need to develop more discipline to just do the task when the moment arises or when I have time to do it, and just kind of keep moving throughout the day and the week to get these things done in our home. So you might be wondering, like, well, if you're not going to use this system, then how do you have systems in your home that work? What are you doing? I think my work in the home and being a homemaker is, I think of it as my job. And the more that I do it, the more efficient I get, the more I get into rhythms that work, and I can like try things out and then I'll be like, that didn't work, and try something new. And so I felt a little restricted when I had to like make a menu plan where like Mondays are this type of meal, Tuesdays are this type of meal, Wednesdays are this type of meal, when I didn't really know what that felt like. And so I think what I'm doing is just in a season of like trying a lot of things right now to see what types of things flow well together, and naturally rhythms are falling into place. Like, it just happens that naturally I tend to do the boys' laundry on Mondays, and naturally I'm just changing sheets on Fridays. And these types of actions that I continue to do again and again start to fall into more of into a rhythm and a consistent like pattern from one week to the next. Even for meals, I'm noticing that. Like, if I can make a whole chicken on a Monday, then I can make bone broth with it on Tuesday and use it for another meal later in the week, and so on. And then I could use the bone broth for a soup on Friday. Like, I'm just learning these things as I live my life, and I don't want to feel restricted to doing what the card says and then like feeling guilty if I go away from that, which I know I don't need to feel guilty if I do something different than my box says. I can just change it, which is what's really nice about the index card system, is if something's not working, you can just like throw it out. But again, I think that this index card system will work really well for someone who's like learning what does it even mean to keep a clean home, a tidy home, or if you're helping your children learn how to do that, then I think it's really can be helpful. Or maybe if you like are a little more type B and you need more structure, that's good. But I'm like, the box was almost too much like myself. It's like I had two of me trying to do different things, that it just wasn't working like I thought it would. Beyond the box, like the way that our home operates and functions, not all the time, but on a baseline, I'd say pretty much across the board, except like we have those areas, is everything has a place and it's in its place, or I know where its place is so that I can put it back into that spot. And so on a day-to-day basis, it's pretty quick and easy to get things put back to order. I try not to keep a lot of clutter around, and I'm able to accomplish some of those just day-to-day cleaning tasks easier because there's clear systems and things just function and flow more smoothly. And I think that's really helpful. We have a very small like laundry room area, and so I just move laundry in and out of there. Things are moving quickly and efficiently throughout the home, and that helps everything stay smoother. All right, you guys, well, that is my update on how I liked the S.H.E cleaning index card system. I hope you find that helpful. If you have any other questions that I did not answer in this video or the previous video of how to get the system set up, be sure to just leave those in the comment section below. I will check them out and maybe can create another video if there's enough questions. But I hope you found this helpful and encouraging. If you were feeling like, gosh, this system just isn't working for me, it's okay to try something and then to realize like, this is not for me, this is not what I thought it would be, and maybe it's not for now. Maybe down the road this will be a better system that you can then pick up and try again, which I'm going to hold on to my box and I'm going to see if maybe there's another time in my life that this is better for our family and for me. But for now, I'm okay putting a pause on it and just going with what feels more natural and enjoyable and peaceful for me to do in my home. All right, you guys, well, that's all for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and maybe you have a different opinion. Let me know how you are liking your S.H.E cleaning system. Well, you guys, I will see you next week for another video. Have a great day. Bye.